All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahshua, HaRachakodash, the one of the apostles, great millstone, and salutations to your legacy, hope to be. Now it's your brother Hawaii from GMS Chicago. Got a quick little lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame at looking like heathens, who spare bear witness that they're a child of the Heavenly Father. And the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly called Jehovah God. And the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, or Yeshua, Yeshua, Yahweh. And pretty much, as you can see on the title, it says, "Was it that serious?" Brazilian police officer gets mad at his partner and puts his gun in his face because he came back from his lunch break late. You know what I'm saying? And these are two officers and whatnot and stuff. But hey, this officer was dead serious. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it, even to try to just play around with it and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be considered as assault. You know, so I'm gonna play this. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna start seeing this amongst police officers and stuff. It's not just gonna be different civilians and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You have petty officers out there and stuff, and they do not care who you are. They don't care if you a citizen. They don't care if you another officer. You know what I'm saying? If it can happen here, it can happen down here in the United States. It's lucky for the commercial.
At Petco, we know the right food jumpstarts your pet's weight loss. That's why we recommend Hill's Science Diet, which helps millions of pets maintain a healthier weight. Shop Hill's at Petco.
And then also, this Warside Hip Hop .com, which I also call Judgment TV. You also had scrolling through the vids and whatnot and stuff. You also have an officer and stuff that was abusing his canine partner. You know what I'm saying? You know, and this is what we're doing. And the scriptures talk about that they should be like madmen, sparing none. But that also means animals too. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? You can even tell like within they walk and whatnot and stuff. Esau don't care, and these 2/3 jakes that's in the force and stuff, they don't care either and stuff because they got a gun and a taser. You know what I'm saying? Or they have knowledge on how to mess somebody over and whatnot. That's why this place is falling anyways. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell with this going on and stuff, it's already falling. You got something that's called the Blue Code, where they overpass certain laws and whatnot. And it's so many movies out there and stuff where guy he really wants to serve and protect, or a woman really wants to serve and protect, and was in the force and whatnot and stuff, and saw that some either the other police officers or the other state troopers or the people in the army and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They was committing crimes and whatnot and stuff, and as soon as they got a whiff of it and whatnot and tried to expose them, it was either two things: they had to join them, or the fact that they was going to get killed. You know what I'm saying? And this stuff is going to start happening here. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, America teaches you how to be petty. You know what I'm saying? And this is some petty ass shit right here when it comes down to a fucking lunch break, man. A fucking lunch break, man. And he's literally ready to put holes, you know what I'm saying, in his partner's face. You know what I'm saying? His partner. And when they usually hold the handgun and stuff, they usually have their finger outside on the trigger and stuff, you know what I'm saying, for like a standby, or if they do have to shoot, you know what I'm saying, they can quickly put their finger on the trigger. But this man's finger is on the trigger already. And then with this being Brazil, you know what I'm saying, say they not heathens and stuff, Brazil is from the tribe of Asher. And it goes back to the scripture where it says that in Deuteronomy 28:54, that your eye shall be evil towards you. For he that is tender and delicate among you and stuff, you know what I'm saying, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. You know what I'm saying? Now, it don't have to be your flesh and blood and stuff, but since the nation of Israel is all one family, you know what I'm saying, Israelites go against other Israelites quicker before they even go against the heathens. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't really zoom in and stuff, but if you see and stuff, when it come down to his index finger and stuff, it's curled over. It's not straight. Because other than that, you would have saw it on the side of the pistol. You know what I'm saying? He got his finger on the trigger and stuff, and if he has to, you know what I'm saying, he's threatened this man's life that if he sit up here and come late to a lunch break again, he's gonna get shot in the face. You see that there's other officers in the area and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and they not even trying to approach this officer who clearly has a gun pointed at another fellow officer's face. You know what I'm saying? They could low key be in cahoots and whatnot and stuff. Cause why? Cause the only reason why people are crowding because they never seen two officers in a confrontation and stuff where you have one pulling a gun on another fellow officer. You know what I'm saying? And then you see the other two and stuff, and they got their guns out and stuff. Ain't nobody is trying to rush this. Everybody trying to see if this man is really finna shoot another officer with him being an officer in the face. You know, they trying to see if it's gonna get escalated and whatnot and stuff. You know, and hey, you got you got a lot of civilians and stuff that hate the police officers and stuff, so they looking at this like entertainment. You know what I'm saying? They probably in the background speaking in Brazilian. Yeah, shoot his ass, shoot his ass, shoot his ass. You know what I'm saying? You know? And hey, it'll be judgment too, because look what these cops be doing. They be sitting up here when they camera on or they camera off and whatnot. They be setting up people and stuff. You know, they be when you run away and stuff, they shoot you in your back and say that they were scared for their life. You know what I'm saying? These people are pathetic, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you do have some officers that's out there and stuff, and they actually righteous and stuff if they be Jake. You know what I'm saying? You know, but other than that, majority of them they go into the force just so they can have power to be able to mess somebody over and whatnot, or so they can be feared and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, which is no honor in this job, man. Not anymore. Serve and protect, more like sass and harass. And I'm to say this too: when it comes down to a lot of the cops that get killed, majority of the cops that actually get killed be the ones that actually do their job. You know what I'm saying? You know, who ain't there to actually just I just wanted to be an officer because I wanted a gun, or I wanted a taser, you know what I'm saying, or I wanted a bulletproof vest, or I wanted to sit up here and know everybody's business and stuff, or I wanted to be able to have this and have that and stuff, you know what I'm saying, for some bogus reasons outside the job, you know what I'm saying. The cops that actually be doing keeping their job and whatnot and stuff, they be the ones who lose their lives in the line of fire and whatnot. And then you still have them shitty ass officers that's still alive and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Who like, oh shoot, I got scot free and whatnot when it's their fault. You know what I'm saying, for harassing citizens and stuff that caused them to even hate the police in the first place. You know, and you all ain't getting away. You all ain't getting away. And the Lord don't care if you're a man, old man, or a woman or a young woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Lord is not caring for this, man. You know? See, you got about like a good 4, 5 officers and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And and it's just one officer and it's all these people and whatnot and stuff, you know. Even probably even before those officers even started coming around and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They worried about the people and whatnot and stuff as if something is gonna happen when it comes down to people being in unrest. But look what's happening and stuff. You got two of your fellow cops and you got one ready to shoot. You got one, he's threatening. You know what I'm saying? He probably ain't even lose his job. look at them. Usually, when it's like that's a hostage situation, even though he ain't from the back and whatnot and holding a gun to his head. But I mean, he's holding a gun to his head. You know what I'm saying? But he don't have him hemmed up and whatnot and stuff. You know, and they're not trying to talk that down and stuff. See, this is what I'm talking about. You got cops out there. You know what I'm saying? And all they are just criminals. We already know it's gangbangers in the cop area and whatnot. And so what? You know what I'm saying? But you get petty officers. You know what I'm saying? And this is what is ruling over you. You know what I'm saying? You know, or claiming to serve and protect, and really that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just abusers of the authority. You know. You know, so this is this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." And you see that, man, you know, because even if they are probably, say if they both Brazilians and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The thing is that, or they could be both Edomites and stuff. The scriptures do talk about the Egyptian versus the Egyptian, which is talking about the Edomites coming against themselves. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, over the smallest thing, a lunch break and stuff. Now I understand, you know, you want your lunch break, woo to woo, you know, you working, you know, but most of these cops and stuff, they not getting into action every day. More than likely, they just posted up in some spot, you know what I'm saying? And then when they get bored of sitting around, they go to harass people and stuff. But other than that, this is a clear example, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, because if they both Brazilian, if they both Asherites and whatnot and stuff, this is a nation against a nation. You know what I'm saying? Even though they from the same nation, it's still the same thing. Tribe against tribe, man. You know, it says, verse 8, it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. It says, verse 9, it says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Now, this is going, and when it comes down to the prophets, the men of the Lord that go on the highways and byways, in season, out of season, meaning all manner of weather, you know what I'm saying, to teach the word and stuff, you know what I'm saying, or even do these sit downs and stuff. We're going to be hated amongst the people who disagree with what we're talking about, or really actually disagree with the Lord, because it's the Lord's word. We read out of the Bible. We tell you what it says. That's why we go into the concordance. That's why the concordance. That's why we look up words and whatnot and stuff. Because as you can see in this video, you'll see like a G2532 and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It goes into the Greek back in that time. You know what I'm saying? You know, it doesn't use the new speech and stuff where you'll look at a certain word and stuff and be like, well, today's age, what that word means, you know what I'm saying? No, you will go to the origin of that word and stuff. And that's what the concordance have and stuff. So that's why you have a deeper meaning or a better understanding and stuff of what the Bible's actually saying back then, because the Old Testament was written in Paleo Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? Then you had the New Testament that was written in Latin and Greek, you know what I'm saying? So you got to look up those time frame definitions, not 2021's definitions of words, man, because you got something that's called Newspeak. You know what I'm saying? When they added extra definitions over time. That's why when you go to the etymology, it will say 1300 century or 1200 century or 1400 century and stuff. And then they give you like, they'll probably give you 3 or 2 and stuff, with one is 1300 century or 1400 century and stuff, and you see how the definitions had changed over time. So you want the most original one, you know. And when we bring out the breakdowns and stuff, you know what I'm saying, or the bitterness, you know, because it's not the sweet, it's not necessarily sweet. Some people trip over when it come down to the sweet, saying, you know, everybody can't make it and whatnot. They, you know, well, I guess that would be bitter and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying. But well, with the bitter and whatnot, they don't like that and stuff. But it's the Lord who said that He's allowed it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But instead, they come after us. You know what I'm saying? Because they carnal. You know, and you got to think about it. You got to really, really be stupid. Really, really be stupid. If it was the men of the Lord that's out there on the highways and byways and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that's prophesying this word, that's doing these sit downs and whatnot and stuff. If it was really us, You know what I'm saying? We ain't grabbing no guns. We just sitting at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Or we got some job out there and stuff, and we working. You know, or we just chilling and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, go to a place where you get to unwind and whatnot and stuff, and there's nobody else around. You know what I'm saying? You know, uh, uh, um, if we really had the power to sit up here and cause these things to happen, you know what I'm saying? We would have left you niggas here. You know what I'm saying? You know, we would have, think about it and stuff. We wouldn't even bother to warn you and stuff. We would have been gone. We would have been in the kingdom. If we really had the power to make these different disasters happen and whatnot, we would leave you niggas here. I mean, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, still, give you warning and whatnot and stuff, but I just leave you niggas here because I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna either kill it, you're gonna end up killing each other and stuff, while I'm somewhere on some other planet and whatnot, just observing and whatnot and stuff, and seeing you niggas take each other down, you know, until you all make each other extinct, because that's what you're gonna end up doing anyways, because you follow the ways of Edom, you know. But and then here's the other point. If we really had the power to make all these disasters happen, you know what I'm saying, because we say it, or we could snap our fingers like Thanos and stuff and make it happen and whatnot, or bring quick judgment like that and stuff, why the hell would you people come up against us? That's dumb. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way when it comes down to the Lord, because he the one who said that all these things was going to happen, and yeah, you all try to fight against it to try to stop it from happening. That's dumb. But to keep going though, this is verse 10. It says, and then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And you think he was playing? That officer was not playing. His gun, his hand, his index finger was on the trigger. He was ready to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Now the other officer and stuff who was held up at gunpoint by the other officer and stuff, his partner, you know what I'm saying? He tried to like push him away, whoop the woo and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Which probably wasn't like, the smartest move and whatnot and stuff, because he could have blown his head off. You know what I'm saying? You know. And it said, he was offended because his partner was taking too long on the lunch break. You know what I'm saying? He was damn sure in the spirit of betraying him stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it was going to cost him his life. You know, and it shows that it was pure hatred. You know what I'm saying? It was a lunch break, a lunch break, man. And he was threatening his partner with his pistol, and you had like when you see, you know what I'm saying, because they got the highlighter jackets on and stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's a good 5 of them in a crowd and whatnot with their guns out facing the citizens and stuff, when you have a whole live hostile situation behind you amongst your peers and you're not doing nothing about that. They could have been in league with the one who was holding the gun, man. Cause that blue code ain't no joke. They do that for real. That ain't just something they put in the movies. In most movies, when they put it in there, it's because it happened in real life. Verse 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound and stuff, the love of many shall wax cold. And that man's, even in the movie Bright with Will Smith and the orc and whatnot and stuff, the orcs represented Jake. You know what I'm saying? The elves represented Esau. You know what I'm saying? And when it came down to any scene and stuff where if he was taking so long and whatnot, Will Smith wasn't thirsty as hell. You know what I'm saying, to put his gun in Jacob's face, with Jacoby's face, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. And when there's officers like that, that's why it's a damn shame. You know what I'm saying? You know, behind that badge, you have no respect. And for the ones who do, where respect and credit actually go to and stuff, they don't get it because you corrupted cops. You know, and it ain't just the cops; it's people in the military. You know what I'm saying? You had that one Iscarite militant and whatnot and stuff, and he was they said he was hung and ravished and stuff, hanging from a tree. More than likely, he knew something and stuff, and he was gonna trick. You know what I'm saying? They killed him. That's corrupt because they had to be doing something wrong. Because if they was doing everything right, that wouldn't have happened to that Iscarite man. You know. So guess what? You got them in the army, you know, probably Navy SEALs, Marines, Special Forces, secret agents and whatnot and stuff that's infiltrating the camps. You know what I'm saying? They're corrupt, man. You know? I remember when I was on the train and I was on the train, not to make this too long, but I was on the train and uh, 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 it was this guy. I clearly see that he was from the military and whatnot. It's like, man, where you get that bag from? Where they get your bag from and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, you gotta recruit. You know what I'm saying? So then we started dialoguing and stuff, and I was like, it's like, nah, you know, I wouldn't, because I was bringing out all the filth when it come down to the army that I heard of. You know what I'm saying? You know, growing up in what ROTC and whatnot and stuff, and you know, intermingling with other schools and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they heard a lot of filth when they came down to the army. You know what I'm saying and stuff. And he pretty much got mad. He was like, "Man, go back to your own country then. Go back to your own country then and stuff." You know what I'm saying? He just he pitched a fit. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to be part of the army, and I was bringing out all the reasons why. You know what I'm saying? And most of the reason why a lot of people go into the army is for the money. It's not it ain't really no people out here and stuff that's really like, yeah, you know, I want to serve and protect America. There ain't nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, they there for the money, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? And what's that old saying? When money talk, bullshit walks. You know? That's all it's about, man. You know? Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. It was just a quick lesson. You know, I wouldn't say that they was friends and whatnot, but usually when they partners and stuff, they develop some type of friendship. You know what I'm saying? But he was ready to blow his head off over a lunch break, and he said he was late. It didn't say anything. It didn't say anything about how if it was just a couple of minutes and whatnot, or he missed his entire break. You know what I'm saying? He just said that he was late. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? You see that he was getting cursed out, you know what I'm saying, with a gun in his face, you know? And if he would have did something that was considered a criminal or a crime, the one that was being held at gunpoint and stuff, both his hands would have been on that gun, you know what I'm saying? And he would have kept his distance. He wouldn't be up close on him like that. So you know it was something petty, you know? Because remember, you dealing with citizens, man. Yeah, they got a badge and bulletproof vests and whatnot and stuff, but the end all be all, they still citizens. They just as grimy as the next nigga in the hood, man. You know, just with power. You know, uh, close it out with this. If it comes up. Look at that. Start talking about Esau and stuff, and they mess with your shit. Well, this is I'll close out with this. This is Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 24. It says, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies," and even if they was just an associate or or somebody you was like well acquainted because you keep seeing them stuff all the time and stuff. You point a gun at somebody's face and whatnot and stuff. That's not warning shots. You know what I'm saying? You're threatening their lives. You know what I'm saying? And it says, "And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein." It says, "The springs and the fountains shall stand still. In 3 hours they shall not run." You know what I'm saying? Going into the famine of word, and also going into the fact that they hit this place with EMP and the water system that's throughout the neighborhoods and stuff, and all throughout downtown and your major cities and stuff, run on the electric grid. So if this place gets smacked with an EMP and stuff, you ain't getting no water. It ain't coming out of your faucets. It's not coming out of your tub faucet. It's not coming out the shower head. It's not coming out the sink. You know what I'm saying? The only place where your water would still be available and stuff will be in the boiler. And if you live in like one of those big buildings, it's like one like where it has like maybe 200 some apartments and whatnot, and it's a tall facility and stuff. The thing is that you got to go up to the roof, but then you got 200 plus more because of the family members and the family ratio that's going to be wanting that water as well. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think you're going to be doing? You're going to be fighting to the death because ain't nobody finna pitch in and share and stuff. People are petty, you know. You got that old saying, blood is thicker than water and stuff. Well, you're going to find out that blood is just as thin as water. You know what I'm saying? People are selfish. You know what? Let me see. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it because I read the Matthews 24:10 and stuff. So pretty much, hey, that's what's finna come. You know what I'm saying? And just because you in the forest doesn't mean that everybody lives the same way and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or some people like being the bad cop. You know what I'm saying? And also will be a bad cop to the good cop. You know what I'm saying? Or bad cop to another bad cop. You know what? I'm gonna close off with that. This is Matthews. Nah, this is Mark, chapter 3, 25. It says, Mark 3:23. It's I started verse 24. It says, "And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand." Now, kingdom goes into the nations and whatnot and the people, you know what I'm saying? But then when it come down to the police department and stuff, that's a worldwide facility. It's police officers everywhere. It's authorities everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Every major continent or city or state, they had their own army. You know what I'm saying? And whatever divisions that they have. Now, if they coming against itself, then guess what? That can't hold. You know what I'm saying? If you got officers pulling guns on each other and stuff, that the police station or the FBI or CIA and stuff, they can't stand. You know what I'm saying? Because they warn with one another and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's that old saying? It says that united we stand and divided we fall. Well, guess what? If you got stuff like this going on and stuff, they dividing, and it's all part of America's falling and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because the forces will be considered somewhat the backbone. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if the law statute, I mean, not the law statutes, but when the laws and the Constitution and stuff, when you see that they got loopholes and stuff, and there's ways to bend around the laws and whatnot and stuff, and it still be considered as lawful, hey, that means that the Constitution can't stand. It doesn't support one another. It just helps one another be able to get around and break the laws and stuff, but then still have it where it's like, okay, this is still legal to do, even though it's a illegal act within their laws. It can't stand. You know what I'm saying? So if the laws can't stand, and you got the people that enforce the laws and they can't stand and stuff, then this place is just gonna crumble. You know, it says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. It says in verse 26, it says, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. And that's what's pretty much what's going to happen, man. You know, people that had like beef and whatnot and stuff in these times when martial law comes and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't be surprised. You know, you got another officer and they like, hey, come over here. I got something. They like, hey, check it out, and whatnot and stuff. And when it come down, you female cops. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these officers and whatnot and stuff, you think they probably won't do nothing and stuff, but we got too many movies out here where it shows that an officer will abuse his authority and stuff just to have his way with a female. You know what I'm saying? Or you got the homosexual ones and stuff that's in there and stuff, and they liking on your muscles and stuff while y'all take police showers and whatnot and stuff, and you in a towel and whatnot, or you want to play games with your towel and stuff like it's in the locker room in football, you know what I'm saying, and you whipping the wrong ass because now they looking at you like, oh, you like me, you know what I'm saying, you know, and try to make their way with you, you know what I'm saying, hey, you female officers and stuff, you ain't safe either, man, you know. You probably messed over somebody, lied over somebody and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they wait until they if they listen to these scriptures and stuff or these different videos, I'm pretty sure they can't wait to get you back some type of way, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's why the scripture says be at peace with all men if possible and stuff, because you can mess over the wrong person, man. You know what I'm saying? You can mess over somebody that's powerless and stuff, but then to you, they powerless. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have no power according to the world, but they higher power is Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua HaRachakodash, the one to apostles of great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. Shalom, wa ba Paul. And for another warning and stuff, you people can laugh while you want to. You can think things it's a joke and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Have that same energy, Think if certain men of the Lord is being insignificant, lame, and whatnot and stuff. Have that same energy and stuff when you find out that the only way to keep you safe is to know this word. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord will take it away from you if you low key, you know what I'm saying, been trying to mess them over or embarrass them any type of way and whatnot and stuff, harass them any type of way and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You might even have officers that might try to advertise they guns or the knowledge that they have just so they can have a hedge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua through you. Some of these female police officers and stuff, you know what I'm saying, they gonna be part of that Isaiah 4:1, trying to make exchanges and whatnot to be underneath your hedge. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, they still a woman. So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua HaRachakodash, the one of the apostles of great millstone, and salutations to the elect which you hope to be. Shalom, wa ba Paul.